So what is happening, people? Hey guys, Labor Day weekend, happy Labor Day. We at the lake. We're gonna try to beat the pleasure boaters out here first, catch a few fish. Hey guys, stay with us. I hope you enjoy the video. Good grief. Some good old crappie right now, boy.
That's a nice one. Yes, sir.
Boom! So real quick, so before we get to the spot, we have a spot marked under the water, some structure under the water specifically. And I like to stay back. So the sun is high now, so as the sun gets high out in open water, those crappie is gonna go down and get around that structure for shade. Whatever that is, tree, stumps, whatever that is, they're gonna get around it for shade and for protection. Boat traffic gets heavy, they're gonna go down in the water column. Even though they get down 16 to 22 feet of water, they still a little spooky from the boat. You don't want to alert them that you're in the area casting a lure, so you're gonna stay back 30 to 40 feet, cast out, boom, cast out, let it sink into the fish and wind it back to catch the fish. Now, today I'm fishing with my old Berkeley cherry wood rod. It's 6 foot long, Sienna reel, Shimano reel, 6-pound test line. I am fishing with Lake Country lures again. That is live bait. Look at that lure, that's live bait. That is the LC shad. And if you have not fished these, call Dennis, get them ordered, go online, Lake Country baits. They're fantastic baits. He makes these in a variety of colors. Live bait, dipstick, blues are really good on Kerr Lake if you fish Kerr Lake. Live bait's a good color, and there's a lot of metal flake in this, and it shines in this this water column. Now I'll play with colors throughout the day as I'm fishing. So we're getting kind of close. It looks like I floated past. It looks like back over behind the camera is where my structure is. So I'm gonna turn around here and catch the fish. Oh, we got bit. Now, if you get bit, don't wind it in. Keep it down in the strike zone. You may have the same fish or another fish come over there to hit the lure. And sometimes crappie just hit at the lure. They just make a swipe at it. Now the breeze is blowing against your line, so you've got to allow, I'm fishing with a 16. You've got to allow some time for that lure to get down into that strike zone. Feels like a pretty good fish. Look like the lake maggots is out. Oh boy, this is a big crappie, y'all. One, two, three, four, five. I got 6 of them going around me out here. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. staying back so you don't spook these fish. Boom, good crappie. And you noticed he come off that live bait. That looks just like a minnow. You take that right there, put it up against the minnow, it looks just like it. And wow, that's a good crappie. That's an 11-inch fish there. Boom. Pretty crappie, y'all, pretty crappie. Now, when you're staying back, and I'm casting out probably about 45 feet, and that lure, I hope you can hear me with all this traffic, that lure is in the water with all that line's out here, and you barely moving that lure's coming through the water column very, very slow. And I tell you what, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna fish while all this is going on. I've got waves on both sides of me, and hey, that's just the way it is on a holiday weekend. Okay, so basically we are back about 35 feet. I'm gonna make my cast. Remember, always we cast it past. Give us plenty of line. We're gonna do this again. Down that lure to sink probably takes about 8 seconds for it to sink. Especially casting out that far. Boom, just like that again. Oh, another good fish, y'all. I like it. Oh yeah, another good fish. Boom. Whew, he barely was hooked. Another good fish, 10 1/4, 10 1/2 inch fish. Boom. Now, let's just take a minute and learn right here. So, you develop, as a fisherman, you develop to learn, you kind of learn, it's a subconscious learning. When you cast out, how fast, how quick your lure falls. So I'll say this, if you cast out 40, 50 feet with a 16th ounce lure, and you've got 50 feet of line sinking in the water column, that lure is gonna sink slower than it would if you cast out 20 feet, give it plenty of slack, and it's sunk. There's more line, there's more friction in the water, and so the lure falls slower. One important thing, the further you can throw out and float that lure, let's say this is 60 feet in the water column, your line is here and it's slowly sinking. All of this line is friction, creating friction in the water, and that lure is sinking and it looks like it's floating like it. Versus your lure's here, it's going to sink a lot faster. Subconsciously, you learn as a fisherman, if I make a long cast, I've got to get it a couple of more seconds to get down into the strike zone. If I'm making a short cast, like under a dock or to a specific tree in the water, I pitch out, boom, it hits in the water. I know I got to pick that slack up and keep it up before it gets hung, especially if the water's shallow. I hope that makes sense, but that's just something to think about when you're casting to structure or beside of a bridge piling or something like that, allowing the lure to fall. So let's ease back up here and see if we can catch another fish. Still fishing, boom, I've caught 2 nice fish. LC shad, live bait color, look, looks just like a minnow in the water. Now I floated, I'm running this live, I floated off pretty good ways. And one of the things that you have to remember is, one of the things that would help me if I'd have threw out a buoy on this, I could come back to it really quick. I got to talking to you guys and actually got off my spot. So we're gonna pull back up here. It's out there about 25 feet now. I'm a little closer than I wanted to be. And you notice I'm not doing anything. I'm just allowing the lure to float around in that water column. Hopefully not into the structure or get hung. And just feeling for a thump. Well, I had to make a little bit of a color change. So, you know, just another tip. If you are, you know, fishing a spot, you catch, you know, 3, 4 fish, 10 fish, and then the bite stops, switch colors. You know, change a different color, give them something else to look at. All right, there's another one on that blue. Right there. They're getting a little small. We might have to leave this spot right here. Again, LC shad, that blue color. And you know, and basically all I'm doing, there is some structure down there that you will get hung in. And I'm just trying to keep that lure just above that structure, counting down about 10 and bringing it back really slow. Throw it out, give it slack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is better crappie. Now I wound up and got right on top of the fish. So, you know, that's a good crappie. He would make the 10-inch grade. Boom. Nice. Nice crappie. Now, once you've casted to these fish for a while, and you get right up on top of them, they're gonna probably bunch up. And what I do, I like to drop right in them, vertical jig right in them, and just give the lure a quick twitch. Now, what's a dying shad look like? It's laid on top of the water. Kicks, scoots. Kick, scoot. Sometimes you'll get a reaction strike, especially when they're not biting good. Let's go back up there and try that again. Got a taker. You know, and sometimes these fish, this is a bass. Sometimes these fish will hit on the fall. And we can't help what bites. A little old bitty bass. Hey guys, we're going to end this video. I hope you've seen something in the video that you learned. Hope you've seen something in the video that you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the subscribers we've been getting for this channel. And if you've watched the video till this point, the last video that I did, hey, I kind of put a call out to everyone to try to get 2 people to subscribe to my channel. That puts me over 10,000, and that's kind of was my goal when I started the channel, to try to get to 10,000. I'm going to have a giveaway for shirts and hats at 10,000. So if you could do that, hey, I'd appreciate it. Comment below, like to see and enjoy your comments. And you remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Don't forget, hit that like button, click the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wildlife, and I'll see you on the water.